What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Minecraft, and we are starting a brand new series. And this is going to be kind of a challenge series. It's going to be a little interesting. We've already started this series, but this is going to be the first video for YouTube. If you would like to see the entire uncut beginning part of this series, you can catch it in the link below. It'll be the live Twitch feed from... I think it was last night. We streamed this server for about 5 or 6 hours, so we've got a little bit of a head start. But I'm just going to basically break this down for you, tell you guys kind of what it's all about, etc., and where we're going to go. For the moment, I'm going to turn sounds off because that door is going to drive me crazy, and I'll turn them back on before we get moving forward, because this is a central hub. So first off, we are on TitanMc.net. TitanMc.net. It is I think it's one of the top, if not the top, prison server on Minecraft. It's a really nice server, run really well. The staff's awesome, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. So this is the entrance. When you start here, you're gonna walk in, and you've got a bunch of different little areas here. This is the warden. This is the dude you talk to upgrade. And off to the left is E-block, then right is D-block, and I think the other blocks are down there, but I'm not sure yet because I'm not there. But E-block is where you're going to start. And the whole point of this series is kind of a challenge between me and Arthinon, Cyrus, and who's the other one? Posa Wolfgate. I believe he's going to partake too. And Emmy maybe as well. I'm not sure if Emmy's partaking or if she's just hanging out and playing, but she may be partaking as well. And the goal is to be the first person to reach 100 million in-game cash. Now, 100 million in-game cash is a lot. It's a lot of currency. When you start off here, this is the first shop you're going to see. So when you come in, take a left. This is the first shop. And right in here, you can sell things to the server store. Now, you're going to notice an iron ingot here sells for 56 bucks. That's kind of low. So just divide 100 million by 56, and you'll kind of get an idea. Up here, this is the food farm. If you need food, that's where you go. Down here, this is the cells. These are where you're going to be probably doing most of your selling. Out there's the tree farm, and then straight ahead over here, straight up there, which we'll be able to see here in just a second when the drawing comes through. The mine is down there. It's down there. So there's a lot to do. Now, over here, you're going to have all these different shops. Now, this is the first main row. This is where you want to be if you can, well, I say shops, but they're actually cells. There's 3 floors. You can see they all go all the way up, but there's also this whole hallway, which also has 3 floors. There's this hallway that has 3 floors, and both of these curve all the way down to the back, way out of line of sight down there. So it's kind of crazy, but if you wander around these, you can find a much better deal. So, like, let's see right here. Selling iron ingots. This dude's buying iron ingots for 100 a piece. So that's almost twice what the server store is. So kind of the goal here is to go and mine your resources and then come back here to the little area and simply, find a good deal and sell your stuff to those people. It takes a lot more time to do it that way, but you can make a lot more. We can also set up our own shops and buy and sell there. The only rules are we are not allowed to receive any donations from other people. So you'll notice I just turned any commands off that come to me. So no one can give me cash, no one can give me donations, things along those lines. And if somebody throws ore at you or something along those lines, all of this has been earned legit. But if somebody throws something at you, you're supposed to get rid of it. Now, obviously, when we're playing, eventually somebody's probably going to throw a couple diamonds your way or something along those lines. It might be hard to notice those, but as long as you're not taking like 100 million of something, you're going to be fine. Now, this over here is the what is it, D-block area. This is where I'm at right now. We spent all night last night getting out of E. That over there is the cells. There's another cell block down there, and there's another cell block over there. This is the auction house. And then over here is the mine. I don't think D-block has a tree chopping place. I could be wrong. So, one of the other rules. You can't use donor perks to an extent. The only exception that we've made is you are allowed to use the explosive pickaxe. So I bought one. Arthinon bought one. Arthinon actually has the mastermind kit. I also have the the YouTube rank, which basically gives me the same thing as the mastermind. We're not using the donor mines. Donor mines give you a ridiculous advantage. You can get in there and you can get like diamonds and emeralds right off the bat. So we're not messing with either of those. So we're going to be doing it as legit as possible. Now, a few of you guys may be asking, why do I have rails here? Well, let me show you guys the general gist of at least the entrance stuff. So this is the DBlock mine. This is the DBlock mine. Let me go ahead and turn music back, or not music, but the sound back on if I can figure out where it is. Put that up around there. Hopefully that's not too loud. And I won't do this for too long because it gets annoying, but you can see the pick explodes everything around it, which makes mining at least a little bit faster. It's still slow. You know, you're still gonna have to spend a lot of time doing this, but it's not so bad. You can get this pick for $20 on the TitanMc website. It's shop.titanmc.net, I believe. The pick auto repairs. So you can see right here my pick. Well, let me rephrase. The pick is repairable if you repair it. So right here you can see my pick. It's got a little damage on it. It's a little hurt. It's a little sad. Not much, because obviously it's a diamond pick. It's gonna take a while. And if I just right click it, boom, it heals up instantly. So it's a permanent pick. The other nice thing is you can also enchant it. So if you want to put enchants on it, you go find another pick, you can get it enchanted. And that's kind of one of the key things that I'm going to want to do. I'm going to want to get fortune on this, and I'm going to get efficiency on it so I can just chew through this shit a little bit faster. So that's kind of my goal over the next couple episodes, is to, number one, get my EXP down here to a point where I can enchant another pickaxe. So I'm actually going to have to buy some diamonds, make a pickaxe, enchant it. And I think we're actually going to do that today. We just need to get a little bit more cash. And that's kind of one of the things I want to show you. So once you get into this iron ore, there's a couple different ways to process it. For us, right now, since we just moved to DBlock, and when you first move to a new block, you can't get a cell until you hit rank 3. So we're D4 right now. We have to hit D3, and D3 is going to cost us another 16 grand, which in all honesty isn't that much. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some coal in here. We're going to split this up there, put that there, and then down here, we're going to put you there and put you here. And we're going to kind of let that process while I talk for a couple seconds. Unfortunately, you know, we are back to vanilla Minecraft, which is slow. So there's no macerators, there's no pulverizers, there's no fast quickie processing stuff. Unfortunately, it's all snail mail, but that's all right. That's all right. So we're gonna let this process, and I want to talk about one of the other things. Now, I showed you guys how to sell iron. You can sell it to the server store if you're lazy. You can sell it to individual cell blocks if you're willing to walk around and find the best price, which is what I recommend. It will take a little bit longer, but you're gonna make double to 3 times. I mean, you can find idiots that will sell, buy shit for ridiculous amounts because they can't type. At the same time, you got to be careful, because if you buy from the wrong person, they can play with decimal points and you can end up losing all of your money. So be careful when you use those shops. Scamming is 100% allowed, except for real money scamming on the server. So if you trick somebody or somebody tricks you, it is perfectly against the rules. We are perfectly in the rules. We are in prison after all. So just be careful what you do and who you trust. All right, so we've got 11 ingots here. Unfortunately, that's only enough to get 1. So we're gonna go like this, we're gonna go like that. It's gonna give us 1 more set of rails. We're gonna put, oh crap, am I out of sticks? Oh, no, there they are. I was like, oh my God, I'm out of sticks, damn. There we go. We're gonna put you there. That gives us 64 and 32. That's actually a good number, because what I'm fixing to show you, we need in groups of 32. All right, so that opens up. That's one of the security features to keep you from getting screwed over by some random D-bag. And there are lots of random D-bags here. Again, you are in prison. You're not at a Mary Kay convention. There are people that are really, really mean. So once you get to D-Block, and there may be quests in E-Block that I don't know about, but I only know about the quests in D-Block. You're going to come over here to the conductor, and you're going to talk to the conductor. So right-click on him, and you hold your cursor over here. It's going to say, this is your task. You're going to get rewarded 5,000 bucks, stage 1, and he needs 32 rails. But you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, a bunch of rails. So you click on confirm. You click on him, and bam, that's 5 grand. Now, if you guys remember, the best price we saw was 100 per iron ingot. 100 iron ingots, if we had, or $100 per iron ingot times 6 would be 600. With this, we're making 5,000 per iron ingot. It's far better. So we're just going to keep processing this real fast. And there we go. I don't like how it moves my mouse, so I can't just spam click it. It's kind of annoying. And you're going to notice we are now over the price range to do what we need. And we're out of rails. We're out of rails. But we're at 10 grand, so that's good. That's good. Well, we're actually at, what? Oh, that's 100 grand. My bad. I can't read. I drank a lot last night. I don't know if you guys have seen the drunk video yet. My mind is still recovering from the horrible suffering that I put it through. So please bear with me today if I'm a little bit more retarded than normal. So we have $119,582 up there. We only need $100,000 to rank up. We're going to come over here. We're going to talk to the warden. Hey, warden. I've done my hard labor. Give me my points. You can see the little fireworks going off. Yay. Yay. One other thing I want to talk about is tickets. You'll see tickets 337 down there. The tickets are used to do like quests and things or access the commissary. I do need to show you guys the commissary real quick. There are 3 commissaries. Each of the commissaries have better prices. So C1 is going to be decent, C2 is going to be good, and then C3 is going to be fucking crazy. So you click on Mr. Commissary here, and he's going to show you all of the different costs of the tickets. You click on the confirm button, and you're going to get a little piece of paper. Then you put the piece of paper in your hand, and you come over here and you click on the sign, and it'll drop you down there. And you can see they do iron blocks, iron ingots, diamond blocks, diamond ingots, emeralds, and I think that's gold over there. So basically the 4 main resources or the 4 currency pieces for the server. Keep in mind, you only have 120 seconds once you get in there. So if you've got a whole inventory full of stacks of diamonds, turn them into diamond blocks. Same with iron blocks. Because in 120 seconds, you're going to have a hard time selling, 10,000 diamonds before you time out. And it does cost a ridiculous amount of tickets. What I would recommend doing is turning your iron into iron blocks, saving up till you have 500 tickets, go to the C3 commissary, dump them all, and go from E to D like that. So that's what I would recommend, but your mileage may vary. Oh, one other thing, and I forgot to mention this. The red right here, that is the demarcation from the PvP zone. So standing here is PvP, standing here is PvE. Make sure you stay inside the red and not outside the red. Now, I don't know if this area out here is PvP. I'm assuming this is PvP as well. There's a guy over there, Shanky Boy. I think he's a quest. I'm not sure. I'm not stupid enough to go out there. I have an explosive pick, and if somebody kills me, they get my explosive pick. And then I would rage quit and have to rake everything off my desk and scream and whine and then, curl up in the corner and suck my thumb for a little while. And nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. All right, so we need 3 diamonds and we need a cell. So I've already done a little bit of research looking for a cell. We're going to actually go buy one next to Arthinon's. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to do this. I think I will. We'll take a look. If I recall, Arthinon is on the 2nd floor above. So I think so. We'll go up here real quick. And you can see this, I believe, is Arthinon right here. Yep. And, damn it. This one right here was opened up. So I was all excited. Me and Arthinon were going to be right next to each other. But unfortunately, in the time it took me to go from, D4 to D3, somebody else snarked it. So I'm going to look around for a couple minutes, see if I can't find a new cell for us. And then once I locate that, we'll pick up there. All right, so we finally found our spot. Unfortunately, it's back here in the BFE area, which kind of blows. But hey, it is an area, and that is all we need. See, it is 12 grand. Oof, that's expensive. And we've just paid. So we now have 3 days. 3 days. At this point, we've got a decent sized room here. So what I'm going to have to do here now is I'm going to have to kind of set things up a little bit. Now, at the moment, I need to go and look. I haven't done a whole lot of research. I don't know where the economy is currently at. I don't know what the standardized prices, so to speak, are. But the nice thing is I don't have to mess with, there we go. I don't have to mess with dealing with, the little secret rooms anymore. And on top of that, I have my own, I can leave things processing here and I can process a lot faster. So instead of having 2 things at a time, I can now have 9. I can actually have a lot more than 9, but we're going to start off with 9. So I'm going to load these up with 32 a piece. There we go. There we are. There we are. I guess I'll load him up right there. Okay, so that gives me enough to fuel all those chests. So one of the nice things is now that we've got a little home, we need to start working on our anvil. Now, I don't have anything yet. We're going to have to go mine a little bit. But the anvil is what's going to allow me to, well, it's not going to let me enchant. Obviously, that's going to be happening back out here. But it will let me disenchant things, which is pretty key. So basically, I'll be able to spend my levels over and over again at the little enchanter dude over here, which I'm fixing to show you guys. And you can see how far back I am. I'm on the 3rd one on the left, second floor on the left. So hopefully over the next week or so, I can get up here and get one like on this floor here. These are prime real estate. And you can see right here, that's 2 days, 4 hours, 10 minutes. So if we were to sit here long enough, you're going to see the 10 click from a 10 to a 9. And basically what you got to do is you just got to come through here and look at all of the different signs until you find one that's about to drop. And most of these aren't going to drop anytime soon because everybody here, has it moved to 9 yet? Nope, not yet. Most of these people, see, here you go. You got one that's 9 hours, 17 minutes. So this one right here is one I'm going to want to keep an eye on. So like right now it is 12 Central. So tonight at 9:45, this will open up. This will open up, assuming he doesn't pay his rent then. So if he pays his rent, then outstanding. Outstanding. Well, I mean, outstanding for him, boo for me, but it is what it is. So I need to kind of save up some money and be ready for Cymar 21's base to open up, because that'll be a good spot. Obviously, I'd prefer to have this one right here, because you walk in and you're literally just frickin' looking at it as soon as you come in. But this one's not bad. It's about as close to the front as you can get. It's pretty prime real estate, and that's going to be my goal. That's going to be my goal. Unfortunately, Arthinon is one whole cell block in front of me, and he's on the main floor. I'm on third cell block, and I'm on the bottom floor, which is kind of poopy flavored ice cream. All right, so this is the Enchanter here. Enchanter, you can see levels 1 through 6, levels 7 through 12, 13 through 18, 19 through 24, and 25 through 30. I don't know how these work. I've never used them before, so I have really no clue. I have really no clue. We will be testing that out here in just a few minutes. Actually, we'll probably do that in the next video. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to sell all of our stuff, what's left of it, get a little bit more cash here. There we go. And then we need to get rid of the lapis. There we are. And of course, like I said, the end goal here is we want to get our explosive pickaxe with Fortune 3, I think it is, that's the highest, and Efficiency 5. That's the creme de la creme. So if we can get that on there, that's the goal. So basically our goal, I guess, for next episode is 1, go mine enough iron so that we can make an anvil. And anvils, did I just say cost? Anvils cost or require, see, cost and require, cost. I made up a new word, bitches. What's up? Anvils cost a lot of iron. We're going to need a lot of iron for that. And then we've already got the XP levels, but I do need to make enough money so that we can go buy 3 diamonds, which I'll have to do from one of the other cell blocks. So between now and next episode, I'm going to get that stuff done. We'll make the anvil together. We'll make our pickaxe together, our first pickaxe. We're probably going to have to make several. And then hopefully I'll have done a little bit of research and we can start buying and selling by then. So anyways, this is the first episode announcing the series. Once again, we are doing the 100 million challenge on TitanMc. Me, Arthinon, Cyrus Pose, and possibly Emmy. So go ahead and share for who you guys want. I will be posting the other people's links. I think most everybody else is going to be a streamer. I will be the streamer and YouTuber, so I'll be posting links to their streams, and you guys can find them there. And just wish me luck. Wish me luck. We'll post updates probably every couple videos, so you guys know who's in the head, who's ahead, who's winning, etc., etc. So anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please come check out the server, titanmc.net, server number 4. We'd love to see you guys. Remember, my shop over Arthinon shop, because Arthinon is a big poo-poo face. If you like the video, slap that like button, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.